Let me ask you something. If you bought a compact SUV in the last 2 or 3 years and you walked into a dealership tomorrow and asked what it was worth, would you be ready for the answer? Because in 2026, the used SUV market has split into two completely different worlds. In one world, there are vehicles holding more than 65% of their original value. In the other world, there are compact SUVs that have already evaporated 40%, 45%, even more than half of what their owners originally paid. Not because of damage, not because of high mileage, but simply because nobody wants them anymore. You are watching this right now because you either own one of these vehicles, you are about to buy one, or you simply refuse to let a car dealership quietly drain thousands of dollars out of your pocket. And that is the right instinct. Stay with me, because the fourth vehicle on this list, the one most people completely overlook at the dealership, holds its value better than almost everything in the compact SUV segment, and it will surprise you. Before we get into this, I want you to understand exactly why resale value should matter more to you than the monthly payment on the window sticker. Most people buying an SUV today are focused on the price they are paying, but the real cost of owning any vehicle is not what you pay going in, it is the difference between what you paid and what you get back when you eventually sell or trade it in. That gap, that invisible number nobody talks about at the financing desk, is where fortunes are quietly made and lost. Kelley Blue Book, one of the most trusted automotive pricing authorities in America, releases its annual Best Resale Value Awards every year, built from millions of real transactions and projections from professional automotive analysts. According to KBB's 2026 Best Resale Value Awards, the winner in the compact SUV category holds a projected resale value of 53.2% of its original MSRP after 5 years. That number sounds like a statistic until you put real dollars next to it. On a $35,000 compact SUV, that's the difference between getting $18,600 back and getting $12,000 back. That's $6,600 that either stays in your pocket or disappears, depending solely on which vehicle you chose. The 4 SUVs on this list today are the ones where that money stays with you. If this kind of information is protecting your wallet, do me a favor right now and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video like this one. Let's get into it. Number 4, the Mazda CX-5. Most people walk right past the Mazda CX-5 at the dealership. They glance at it, maybe stop for a second, and then head straight toward the Toyota or the Honda. And that decision costs them money, but not in the way you might expect. It actually costs the buyer of a CX-5 less money in the long run because this vehicle depreciates at a rate that consistently beats the segment average, and most shoppers have no idea. On paper, the Mazda CX-5 looks like it lives in a kind of middle ground. It's not the best-selling compact SUV, it's not the headline grabber. But here's what the data actually shows. According to iSeeCars, which analysed over 15 million vehicle transactions, the Mazda CX-5 depreciates just 37.9% after 5 years. Compare that to the compact SUV category average of 39.9% depreciation. That might sound like a small gap, but stretch it across a real purchase and it's thousands of dollars sitting in your account instead of evaporating into thin air. In fact, according to Marin Mazda's analysis of iSeeCars data, Mazda as a brand ranks in the top 5 mainstream manufacturers for resale value in 2025 and 2026, with an average 5-year depreciation of 38.3%, compared to the broader industry average of 47%. That's almost a 9-point swing. On a $40,000 vehicle, that's roughly $3,600 in pure retained wealth. And the CX-5 Turbo Signature variant holds approximately 63% of its value over 5 years, which is exceptional in this category.
The reason the CX-5 holds its value is no mystery. Mazda intentionally keeps its trim lineup clean and its inventory lean. There are no stripped-down base models flooding the used market and dragging down residuals. Every CX-5 that hits the used market is a well-equipped vehicle that someone actually wants. Add to that the fact that Mazda's Kodo design language means a 5-year-old CX-5 doesn't look dated the way many rivals do. Design longevity is a stealth driver of resale value that almost nobody talks about. A car that still looks good at year 5 sells faster and sells for more. Period. One owner I came across described trading in a 3-year-old CX-5 and receiving over 70% of what she originally paid, and said it was the first time she had ever felt like she made money on a car trade-in. That's what smart resale value looks like in real life. The CX-5 is the proof that you don't need to buy the most popular vehicle to protect your money, you need to buy the right one. And this is only number 4.
Number 3. The Subaru Forester. There is a reason Subaru loyalists are almost cult-like in their devotion to the brand. It is not just the all-wheel drive standard on every model, and it is not just the EyeSight safety suite that comes standard across the lineup. It is the fact that Subaru vehicles, and the Forester in particular, have an almost legendary reputation for holding their worth. According to CarEdge data, and we are talking about numbers drawn from real transaction histories, not projections built on optimism, the Subaru Forester retains approximately 65.98% of its value after 5 years. To put that in human terms, if you bought a Forester for $35,000 and you are selling it 5 years and 67,500 miles later, you are still walking away with roughly $23,100. That's not a number most car buyers expect. And for 2026, the Forester entered an all-new generation that analysts at Kelley Blue Book ranked as having above-average resale value for the segment. But here's the part that most Forester shoppers find out too late, in a good way. The 2026 Subaru Forester was fully redesigned in its previous generation and retains the traits that make used buyers seek it out specifically: standard all-wheel drive, exceptional ground clearance, and top-tier safety scores, including a top safety pick from IHHS and a 5-star rating from NHTSA. The new 2026 model starts at $31,445, and the Wilderness Edition adds even more off-road capability. Both variants enjoy strong demand in the used market because the buyers of these vehicles tend to treat them well and keep records. That demographic behavior, believe it or not, is baked into residual value projections. Who buys a car matters almost as much as the car itself. On paper, some buyers look at the Forester and say it is underpowered. Its 2.5-litre engine makes 180 horsepower, sitting below rivals like the Honda CR-V at 190 horses or the new RAV4 at 226. But in reality, the Forester's buyers are not buying it for acceleration numbers. They're buying it for dependability, versatility, and peace of mind. And the used market rewards exactly that, over and over again. A car that a specific and loyal group of buyers keeps seeking out does not go cheap at auction. It commands a premium. The Subaru Forester has earned that premium for years, and it's still earning it in 2026. If you own a Forester right now, understand this: you are sitting on one of the better financial decisions in this segment. Do not trade it in impulsively. The math is working in your favor. Before we get to the top 2, if this video is adding real value to what you know about compact SUVs, hit the like button right now. It costs you nothing, and it tells me to keep making content like this. Alright, the top 2 are where the real money conversation happens. Number 2. The Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V is Kelley Blue Book's official 2026 Best Resale Value Award winner in the compact SUV category. That's not my opinion, that's a projection built from millions of real transactions by professional automotive analysts at one of the most trusted pricing authorities in the industry.
KBB projects the CR-V will retain 53.2% of its original MSRP after 5 years, and that number is based on a starting price of $32,370 for the base 2026 LX model. The hybrid variant, which starts at $37,080, fares even better in the resale projections. Now that number, 53.2%, might sound lower than what I quoted for the Forester or the CX-5, but here's why the CR-V still earns this spot and why context matters enormously. The CR-V is one of the best-selling compact SUVs in America. Honda sold over 402,000 CR-Vs last year alone. When a vehicle sells at that volume, there's a flood of used examples that can crush resale values simply through oversupply. The fact that the CR-V maintains 53.2% residual value at that sales volume is a remarkable achievement. It means used buyers are absorbing all of that inventory and still competing over it. Demand for the CR-V on the used market is that strong. According to an iSeeCars reliability study, the CR-V ranks in the top 3 SUVs for overall longevity, with a projected lifespan of 13.9 years. Annual ownership costs average just $2,620. Those two numbers, lifespan and ownership cost, are the twin engines of resale value. When a buyer knows a used vehicle is likely to keep running with minimal drama and minimal expense, they're willing to pay more for it, and they do, consistently, year after year. The 2026 CR-V brings a freshened interior with a new 9-inch touchscreen standard, a 10.2-inch digital cluster on upper trims, Honda sensing safety technology across the board, 39.3 cubic feet of cargo space behind the rear seats, and 76.5 cubic feet with the rear seats folded, as good as this class gets. And according to KBB's fair purchase price data, most buyers are currently paying below sticker, which means real-world value on entry is strong, even before you factor in the exit. One private seller I read about listed a 2022 Honda CR-V hybrid with 48,000 miles and received 3 offers within the first 4 days, all within $1,000 of asking price. That's the kind of demand that keeps residuals elevated in the data, not just on paper, but in real life, in real driveways, with real buyers competing for a limited supply of desirable used examples. The Honda CR-V isn't exciting. Nobody's making YouTube shorts about burning one down a drag strip, but it's doing something much more impressive. It's protecting the financial investment of everyone who bought it. In 2026, that's a more valuable superpower than 0 to 60 in 5 seconds.
Number 1, the Toyota RAV4. Of course it is the RAV4, but before you scroll away thinking you already knew this, stay for 60 seconds, because the specific numbers behind the RAV4's resale dominance in 2026 are more dramatic than you realise, and the reason it holds number 1 has fundamentally changed from even 2 years ago. According to CarEdge data, the Toyota RAV4 retains 69.42% of its value after 5 years. That means on a £36,000 RAV4, 5 years down the road, you are still looking at a vehicle worth approximately £25,000. That is not depreciation, that is preservation. Most vehicles in this class, the ones you do not see on this list, are worth $15,000 to $18,000 after the same 5 years. The difference between owning a RAV4 and owning a wrong compact SUV in this market is, in some cases, more than $10,000 in retained wealth. That is a second car payment's worth of money. That is a college semester. That is gone forever if you bought wrong. And for 2026, the story has gotten even stronger. The all-new 6th generation 2026 Toyota RAV4 is Toyota's most significant update in years. Every single RAV4 now comes standard with a hybrid powertrain, no gas-only option. The base hybrid system delivers 226 horsepower with front or all-wheel drive, achieving an estimated 44 mpg combined. And for buyers who want to stretch further, the RAV4 plug-in hybrid delivers 320 horsepower and up to 50 miles of pure electric range. KBB describes it as a masterclass in revamping a vehicle while keeping it familiar.
A sweeping new front fascia, fresh interior tech including an available 12.9-inch touchscreen, and Toyota's unmatched reputation for reliability baked into every bolt. That reliability reputation is not marketing. Toyota has earned the Kelley Blue Book Best Resale Value award 9 times in the last 10 years. 9 times! The RAV4 is the anchor of that legacy. Used buyers seek it out specifically because they trust the name, and trust in the used market translates directly to retained dollar value at trade-in. KBB also confirms that Toyota vehicles have among the highest resale values in the business, and the RAV4 is the standard bearer for that claim. It is the best-selling compact SUV in America, and yet, unlike the CR-V situation we discussed, its supply and demand dynamics still favour the seller, because as fast as Toyota builds them, buyers want them. On the used lot, a clean RAV4 does not sit, it moves. Here's the kicker. The shift to hybrid only in 2026 has supercharged the resale outlook even further. Hybrid vehicles across most segments are now depreciating slower than their gas equivalents because used buyers are factoring in fuel costs and long-term savings. The RAV4 is no longer just a reliable compact SUV with historically strong residuals, it's a hybrid vehicle with historically strong residuals. That combination, according to analysts at Edmunds and Kelley Blue Book, points to an even stronger resale position for the 2026 model year than its predecessors enjoyed. If you are buying a compact SUV in 2026 and you want the single safest financial decision available in this segment, the one that combines proven reliability, industry-leading resale value, brand strength, hybrid efficiency, and the most up-to-date generation of the vehicle, the Toyota RAV4 is the answer. Everything else in this segment is competing to finish second. So there you have it, 4 compact SUVs, the Mazda CX-5, the Subaru Forester, the Honda CR-V and the Toyota RAV4, the only 4 that are genuinely protecting their owners' money in 2026. While the rest of the segment quietly drains value into thin air, these 4 are holding their ground. And the data from Kelley Blue Book, CarEdge, iSeeCars and Edmunds all tell the same story. Here's what I want you to take away from all of this. Your car payment ends, your depreciation does not. Every single month you own a vehicle, either you are recouping your investment or you are surrendering it. Choosing one of these 4 SUVs is not just a car decision, it's a financial decision that will follow you for years after you sign on the dotted line. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me, are you currently driving one of these 4 or are you in something else hoping the numbers work out in your favour? I read every comment. And if you want to see the next video, the compact SUVs that are hemorrhaging value the fastest in 2026, make sure you're subscribed and the notification bell is on, because that one is going to hurt for some people. I'll see you in the next one.